Great, I'm going to explain how to use the Search All Data function of the TRLA data tool. So the Search All Data function you can access from the top here. Click on Search Clearance Orders and then Search All Data. And this will allow you to search all of the data that we've collected, including the date the jobs posted each day on the seasonaljobs.gov site, some information from clearance orders, and any information that is released by the Department of Labor quarterly, since we started collecting this information in 2020. So the only filter that you need to choose an option for on this page is the first one, worksite state. You can select all states, you can select multiple states, or just one. I'm going to choose Texas. The rest of the filters on this page are all optional. You could just go down to the bottom and click View Data to see all of the information that we have for Texas. The next filter is visa type. You can choose H2A, H2B, or all visa types. You can choose just H2A. The 50% mark filter allows you to select only the jobs that have reached the halfway mark of the employment period, or have not yet reached that halfway mark. You can also leave this blank and just include all the information. For job start status, you can choose to show jobs that have started, jobs that have already ended, or jobs that have been posted but not yet started. So if an employer has submitted an application and the job isn't posted, then it will be starting soon. For most purposes for outreach, you'll probably be looking for jobs that have either started or not yet started. So I can delete the ended option from this filter by selecting it and then deleting. If you search just with the filters we've chosen so far, you'll get the case number, the employer name, the start and end dates, and links to the clearance order documents. You can also add additional information to your search results by adding variables in this filter. So a variable is just a piece of information about the job. There are over 100 pieces of information or variables that can be included in your search results. If you want to see a diagram of all the different options, you click on the green question mark to open a tree that shows you all of the variables that you can add to your search results, including the housing information, housing address, state and county, and the worksite information. You can add these as entire groups if you'd like to see all of the housing information, all of the worksite information, or all of the information about the job hours. You can select an entire group. If you know specifically what information you want, you can choose individual variables from those groups. For most people, for outreach purposes, you'll want to see all of the housing information. So I'm going to select the housing information. Then there are 3 optional filters that allow you to choose specific dates. So you can choose a date range for when the jobs were posted, a date range for when the job starts, and a date range for when the job ends to filter your search results. The default dates in these filters are the earliest and latest date that are currently in the data that we've collected, starting in 2020. So the earliest date is going to be in 2019. You can also leave these blank because we've already selected that the job start status will be started and not yet started. We've already filtered out any jobs that may have already ended previously. So I'm looking for just the housing information for jobs that have either started or not yet started in Texas for H2A visas. I click View Data. It will take a minute to load the results page. And we can see that there are almost 1,000 results, so almost 1,000 H2A jobs that are either currently active or will be starting soon in Texas. On this page, you can see we have the case number, the employer name, the job title, the worksite state, which we filtered to Texas, the date, the end and begin dates for the job itself, a link to the clearance order document, the number of workers that were requested by the employer, and then this column shows you the 50% point reached, whether or not that job has reached the halfway period of the employment period. And then since we selected the housing information, you also see the housing address, state, zip code, and county. From this page, you can also continue to filter your results. So if you wanted to see only these results for a specific county, if I wanted to see just Allen County, I could search in the filter at the bottom, select the county, and filter my results just to all the jobs where workers will be living in Allen County. And then if I wanted to see which jobs have the highest number of workers requested, I can click on the workers needed title and click it twice to sort the jobs based on the number of workers requested. So now I can see the locations of the housing sites for the jobs in Allen County with the greatest number of workers requested that are currently active or will be starting soon. One other piece to mention here is if you see a case number that is highlighted in pink, that means that there are additional housing or worksite locations associated with that job. If you click on a pink case number, it will take you to another page that shows you any additional housing or worksite locations.